In the midst of an emergency, there are few things more comforting than the sight of a first responder coming to your rescue. They take command of the situation, give comfort, and tackle the hardest problems. But how do they develop that commanding attitude? How do they cultivate the stamina and strength to run toward the danger? In Kirkland, as Fire Department Training Captain Mark Bunting tells us, the process takes many months, and the training is intense.
So the process starts by taking a test with a company called Public Safety Testing. Then once a year, Kirkland will draw from that list and select the top candidates to bring them in for interviews. From there, the next step is to go to the deputy chief for an interview, and if they pass that, they move forward. There's medical evaluations, psychological evaluations, physical evaluations, fitness evaluations, and once they get through all of that, which takes about 3 or 4 months, then they get into the academy.
The Fire Academy is a joint effort between 8 East Side cities, providing 12 weeks of intense learning designed for local impact.
The nice thing about doing it here in Kirkland or here within East Metro is that we can really tailor the instruction to what we do in our region. There's other academies in the state where we can send them, but it's more of a generic instruction. Here we can really get down to how we do things around here.
Lieutenant Eric Zender with the Shoreline Fire Department is drill master for the academy.
So this is a challenge course. So basically over the last 4 weeks, they've been learning techniques of pulling hose, search and rescue, pulling victims out of buildings, and all these techniques in a drill ground. Now we're putting it into a setting that they have to perform all these tasks in one shot. So this is made up of 13 different events, and it's all one right after the other, and it's made to be extremely taxing. And that's our goal, is to simulate that enormous amount of workload they could have.
Intensity is what the training is all about. Pulling hose, spraying at long distances, carrying heavy buckets of water, climbing ladders.
And we run them through 2 floors, and then again we put them in, we have water flowing on them, again kind of put that sensory overload to them inside that building. They come out, they have to hoist up a 50-foot roll of 2.5-inch hose line, which weighs about 35-40 pounds. Come back downstairs, put them in a smoke-filled room, pull out a victim, and then we bring them over here to do sledgehammer work, which would be simulating if they had to break into a room, break through a window, doors, roof, and then we make them tie a knot. So it's that manipulative skill when they're really, really tired. Make them make a hose connection into another air pack. Again, it's that I find it down firefighter, I'm really tired, now I got to do some manipulative skills. And then we make them recite a general order that they have memorized throughout the academy. And again, can they think when they're completely exhausted and recite basic stuff? And that's the goal.
Number 12 is a firefighter, and to treat my coworkers with respect and strive to maintain a working professional relationship with them, sir.
Good. It kind of solidifies their teamwork because they're working as a group, they're cheering for each other, they're pushing each other hard.
You never forget it. You never forget the people that you go through with. You never forget the things that you learn.
Because the environment that they're going to go out to is all stressful situations. So if they can't handle the stress in an academy, there's no way they could handle that stress out in the field.
They come to us as recruits, and once they do the academy, then they become probationary firefighters. They're a probationary firefighter typically for a year with most agencies, and then at the end of the year, then they are a firefighter. But even when they're off probation, it never really ends, right? For us, training and learning and knowledge is all part of the job. It's why we do this. We have to do it all throughout our career. It's really one of the wonderful things about this. And so it never stops. But after probation, it gets a lot less difficult.
According to Captain Bunting, a large number of firefighters across the region are reaching retirement age. So now the academy runs twice each year.
One of the great things about the fire service is it's not necessarily people that have always wanted to be firefighters. People go out and get other careers and have other interests and have other skills. And at some point in their life decide that they want to do this. And that's what allows us to bring those people together with all of those unique skills. To come together with a common desire to help people, to be professional and proficient in what we do. And those are some of the things that allow us to be here. We want people that are grateful to be here, humble about your abilities and a true desire to serve the public. Those are the kind of people we're looking for.
Thank you for watching our show. Currently, Kirkland can be in the palm of your hand. Subscribe to Kirkland Television on YouTube. We air on KGov and KLife. Send us your news tips, story ideas, and suggestions to kirklandtv@kirklandwa.gov.